to be spiritual, you shouldn't be poor.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
Yogananda had millionaires who would give him money to start the self-realization centers, and he would take it, and because he needed that money to spread the light and to do what he needed to do. I mean, there was one man who actually said, 𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗡 was it his name, who said, as far as I'm concerned, money is a form of light transmission. I love that, because on this particular planet, this is the one thing where people really, really get confused, and they don't, especially when they're spiritually minded, they feel, and I was the same. It was like I felt guilty if I was getting too much, and I'd want to give it away. And then I realized, this is crazy. I just got to tithe. As long as I tithe every time I get money, and my main people that I tithe to, always my teacher, of course, but is Salvation Army. Because when we were on the road going to 𝗟𝗡𝗥𝗡, which is in the middle of the desert in Australia, we ran out of petrol, and there was a little town a few miles away, because there's miles and miles in between the deserts in Australia, and the Salvation Army were open. And I went in there and I explained, look, we don't have any money because our agent hasn't wired it through yet for a month, and we've got to get gas, we've got to get to 𝗟𝗡𝗥𝗡 for this gig, and we don't have even any food left. So they gave us vouchers for gas, petrol, and to go to a grocery store and get money, food. And so that's why I love the salvos. So I always tithe to the Salvation Army, because we walk in there rocking, because what we wore on stage, we pretty much wore all the time. We'd have my hair was all teased up and black underneath and bleach blonde out here, and, stud necklaces. And they weren't scared off at all. They were like, I've heard of you, actually, And so that's.
Can I just say, Michele, that you're, saying money is what did you say? It was enlightened, spiritual.
It's like a light transmission you receive.
Light transmission.
It's light. It comes from the light.
And to me, when you said that, it made me emotional, because I've always kind of felt lack of, and there's been a blocker, I'll be honest. And you just saying that, it's just kind of, when you think about your aha moment, you've just given me that aha moment.
Oh, you've got to.
I should welcome this in.
I'm going to give you a couple of months free to experience the mystical experience, and come on the Zooms. And you can meet some amazing women from all over the world that are over 50 that you can interview that way as well. Because it's...
What a gift!
Yeah, I mean, we've got dentists, doctors, musicians, people from all walks of life in over 26 countries. We all come on the big Zoom. I've got this huge screen in front of me. Everyone gets to say g'day. We do our affirmations together. We meditate. I transmit light. We tell jokes. People are uplifted. People are making more money than they've ever made before. They're happier. One of our patients, I call it a patient in some instances, and he's not even a member, but his wife is, Pat, in Ireland, and he had stage 4 cancer, ready definitely to kick the bucket. And that's 3 years later. He doesn't know I've even transmitted light to him, because once you set that intention and your mind is completely clear, it's like your higher self is this diamond. And when you've become enlightened, you are that diamond. And there's no more little sludgy bits. The reason people don't always attract what they want is because they've got too many lines of attention coating their beautiful diamond. So the divine in them isn't clear enough to be able to go before them. So when I pray for others and send them light, I am directly communicating with their divine presence, which is the same as my divine presence. And I tell that divine presence, you don't beg when you pray. This is what you're going to do. Before you go, please, if you want to receive some amazing high vibrational success meditation, tons and tons of free products, go to micheleblood.com/links.